All right. The first official episode for Raise the Curve. My name is Tori Norris. I am an educator, a teacher, a lover of all things learning. The vision that I have for this podcast is to share my love for teaching and learning all things about how to be an effective teacher with the rest of the world, with the community that is interested in what I have to share and what others have to share. It definitely won't be a podcast about me alone. The idea is to invite a variety of people that have different roles within education and different experiences within education, and to share that with everyone. The way I see this going is to, in a shortened amount of time, where folks on their way to work, on their way to inspire and educate, basically, can listen to this recording, this podcast, and identify ways in which to improve their own methods, or to find support, to get a couple of laughs, to have a couple aha moments, light bulb experiences, to learn about some new techniques, adopt some different tools or approaches or ways to apply different things. So many ways to go. But really, it's been several years in the making for me. I have been learning about education and implementing and applying what I've been learning about teaching, effective teaching, for about 15 years now. And it's getting to the point where I'm enjoying implementing it in my own classroom. But even I love to learn about other ways I can do that, keep things spicy and changing things up. But I also want to share what I've learned and share what other people have learned and experienced with other educators, not just at my school, but in the education community, period. Oftentimes we'll go to conferences and it's a whole couple of days and it's inspiring and it's, oh man, you want to just hang on to that feeling of inspiration and all the things that you've learned. Unfortunately, sometimes it's kind of overwhelming too, and it can be difficult once you get back into the saddle of your daily and weekly routine to figure out how to implement these ideas and tips and suggestions and strategies that you've learned at conferences, or even if there is a professional development session or two, or a division meeting where someone comes in from outside and presents some information. Often it's difficult to implement the things that you get inspired by because we don't know, or it's too much. So hopefully this will be a podcast where people can have some takeaways in whatever that looks like. So to wrap up this very first episode, it was just mainly to lay the framework for anybody who's going to be interested in possibly following or listening at a future date. For right now, I have to figure out all of the ethical ins and outs of how this is going to unfold, since I am a current educator and I do want to be able to share this with my colleagues within the at the school that I currently work at. I don't know what those specifics are, especially if I want to bring in them as guests and if I want to share it with others there. But at least for now, it will be live and up and running. And I will share with you more of where things are going to come, and hopefully work out some of the technical things like getting in music and having guest speakers and staying on point. Even though I have a background in communication, I tend to veer off of tasks and topics very easily. So that's it for now, and we'll be covering more topics in the future. You'll be hearing more from me here at Raise the Curve.